He's the last person you would expect to go missing in the middle of the night, in a strange town far from home.
He got out of the car by himself and just took off.
22-year-old Cole Thomas disappeared without a trace, and with a story from his traveling companions that defies belief, raising only deep suspicion among Cole's loved ones.
He hadn't used his bank cards, he hadn't used his phone, he hadn't used anybody's phone, he hadn't contacted me. I feel like something's happened to her.
There's not 1 second, not 1 minute, not 1 hour that I don't think about him.
Cole Thomas, a clean-cut kid with a super clean record.
He might have gotten a speeding ticket, and that was about his criminal history.
An honor student in high school with a scholarship to the University of Florida.
He could be very ambitious. Whenever he had his mind set to something, he would definitely get it done. I thought he was really funny, and I thought he was pretty attractive, and he was pretty muscular, so I liked that.
With a rock-solid family behind him.
We're all very close. We're a huggy family. Cole, he has the best hugs.
And a young woman who loves him.
He would do anything for anyone. I mean, who's not going to love a person like that?
But his parents say they're concerned when Cole suddenly drops out of college and heads up to Minnesota. He's traveling with his friend Steven and plans to work with him as an apprentice electrician.
We were upset that he decided to take a break from school, but because he was so close to finishing. But that's what he wanted to do, so we supported him in it.
But Cole keeps in close contact with family over the next few months. His Aunt Darla remembers the last time she talked with him a few days before Thanksgiving.
When he called that Sunday night, he said, "Hey, Aunt Dar, you told me to keep in touch, so I'm calling you."
Later that same week, he sends a text to his dad on Thanksgiving Day.
He just said, "Happy Thanksgiving, I love you, Dad." And I texted him back and said, "I love you too."
Early that Thanksgiving morning, Cole volunteers to help drive two of his coworkers on a long-distance trip, more than 1,000 miles south from Pine Island, Minnesota, to Durham, North Carolina. His family does not know the men he is traveling with, and they have no idea that he's even on the road.
He knew both of the guys in the vehicle with him for 2.5 weeks, approximately. I didn't know he was making a trip to North Carolina.
Later that night, this chilling surveillance image is recorded in a convenience store in Mount Olive, North Carolina. It's one of the last times Cole Thomas is seen alive. 3 days later, Cole's on-again, off-again girlfriend, Gabrielle, says she gets a Facebook message from a mutual friend. And they are words that leave her in stunned disbelief.
She wrote me and she said, "Cole's missing and we think he's dead." My heart literally sank to my chest.
Gabrielle gets Cole's family on the phone.
Then my mom comes outside on the phone and said that she had gotten a call and that he had went to North Carolina and that he was dead. And I said, I don't believe that. I don't feel that. I don't believe that.
Moments later, a second call from the police in Benson, North Carolina, about 30 miles from where Cole has been seen on that store surveillance camera.
They told me that he was registered as a missing person. And I didn't know what to think. I didn't know what to do. I was shaking.
Cole's dad arrives from running errands to his stunned family.
I knew something was wrong when I got out and they said Cole was missing. He went missing Friday morning after Thanksgiving from 1 to 3 sometime.
His parents drop everything and head to North Carolina to search for him, a 500-mile drive on a holiday weekend.
We weren't thinking the worst. I think we were praying for the best.
The moment they get to Benson, they march straight into the police station at about 3 a.m. looking for answers.
There was a sergeant on duty that let us in, and he immediately starts calling one of the guys that Cole had been with, starts getting information from him.
They walked over to the officers and told them that my son got out and had a panic attack and took off.
I don't think they realized how serious it was. I think they thought it was just a man jumping out of a vehicle.
Just jumped out of the vehicle and disappeared? That's the story Cole's travel companions report to police, but it makes no sense at all to Cole's family.
They told several different stories in the beginning.
Up next, Chris Thomas goes digging for the truth about his son. But What he learns only terrifies him even more.
They said in the beginning that he got out of the car by himself and just took off. Well, you know, we've seen the video surveillance and he was with somebody else walking at that time.